Welcome to Whispers in the Dark, the podcast where your English listening skills meet your deepest fears. I'm your host, and tonight, we invite the shadows to speak. This episode is perfect for English learners who enjoy horror, mystery, and a little adrenaline with their vocabulary. We'll share 4 terrifying tales, each darker than the last. Are you ready? Turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and prepare to listen closely, because once you hear them, they never stop whispering. Story 1. The house that waits Eleanor had been a nurse for over 20 years. When she inherited her great-aunt's Victorian house in the countryside, she thought it was the perfect place to rest and write a book. But the house was waiting. The moment she arrived, things felt wrong. The mirrors were covered. The attic was nailed shut. And in every room, there was the scent of lavender. Sweet, but decaying. On her third night, she heard it. A knock from inside the walls. Then, whispering. Low, rasping voices, speaking a language she had never heard, but somehow understood. "Feed us," they said. "Remember us." Eleanor tried to leave, but every road led back to the house. Every phone call played back her own voice, screaming. She found the journal in the attic. Her great-aunt had written pages and pages about them. The voices, the thing behind the wall, and the rules for keeping them asleep. Eleanor broke every rule, and now the house has a new voice inside it. Yours, if you listen too closely. Story 2. Echoes in the Fog. Thomas was a lighthouse keeper on a forgotten island. The only way in or out was by boat, and the fog never lifted. For 10 years, he lived alone. The waves were his company, the silence, his comfort. But one night, a second light appeared in the fog. A pale, glowing orb just outside the window. He called the Coast Guard. No response. Then came the knocks. Rhythmic. 4 taps. Then silence. 4 taps. Silence. He opened the door once. Just once. Now, the fog speaks. To him. It shows him visions. A drowned child floating upside down. A sailor with no face. His own reflection, whispering secrets he never told anyone. He tried to leave. The boat wouldn't start. The radio only plays static. The fog is inside now, and he keeps the light on, not to guide ships, but to keep whatever it is from leaving the island. Story 3. The tape recorder in 1989, police found a tape recorder in an abandoned motel room. It was still running. The door had been locked from the inside. No sign of forced entry. No body. The tape belonged to journalist Lydia Moore. She had come to investigate local stories about the Echo Man, a supposed spirit that repeats what people say before they say it. But as the tape plays, things become strange. At first, it's just her voice, asking questions, describing the empty room. Then, her voice starts to repeat, word for word, before she even speaks. Then it answers her questions. Who are you? I'm what's left when the voice is gone. She tries to leave. She screams. The door slams. then silence, then the voice again. Not hers. Yours. Story 4. The apartment upstairs. Carmen moved into a cheap apartment in a city she didn't know. The neighbors never spoke. The landlord gave no keys to the upstairs unit. "It's empty," he said, but every night she heard footsteps, heavy ones, walking from one corner to the other. One night she heard dragging, something heavy scraping the floor. She called the police. They found nothing. Then the knocking started. From inside her closet. She opened it. Nothing. But she started dreaming of a woman, long hair, eyes black as coal, mouth sewn shut. Every night the dream woman got closer. Every morning Carmen found her bedroom colder, and the ceiling stained with dark water. She went upstairs, broke in. What she saw. There was no furniture, just one thing, a mirror, cracked, and in the reflection, the woman was standing behind her. She ran. She never came back. But the next tenant says he hears her footsteps now. You've been listening to Whispers in the Dark, where the stories don't end. They just fall silent. Thank you for joining me through this chapter. You were never supposed to hear it. If you're still awake, turn on a light. Look behind the door and whatever you do, don't listen again unless you want them back. Until next time, sleep well if you can.